Welcome back, kings and queens. My name is Joanna and this is my YouTube channel, The Art of Life and Love. This is a place where I give my top tips on mental health, spiritual health, physical health, and is also an extension of my wellness and writing blog, also called The Art of Life and Love. I'll put a link to it down below. So this month I wanted to utilize the fact that we are now in October, which for the UK, if you don't know, is Black History Month. Basically, it's a month that we get once a year, 1 month a year, where it's a celebration of everything to do with black people, black culture, black music, black food, everything. And although, you know, as you can tell, you may or may not know that I am black. So I am half Caribbean. My mum is from Barbados and my dad is from England. So I am a mixed race little baby, grew up in London, born and raised. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to utilize this month, utilize my channel, utilize the reach that I have at the moment to bring to awareness black mental health, the importance of black mental health and the discrepancies that we face when we seek help and treatment. So obviously this year has been a very volatile one, a very emotional one, a very mentally draining one, especially for black people. Obviously, we have been going through this for years, since before I was born. Years and years and years we go through this. We watch a black man or woman die, murdered. We watch a black man or a woman murdered on our TV screens, and then we go about our lives as if that isn't the most traumatizing thing that you can watch. Back in May, we watched George Floyd have the life choked out of him by a police officer, a white police officer who knelt on his neck for 8 solid minutes, ignored the man's cries, ignored George Floyd's cries, ignored the cries of the crowd. And there were several police officers who stood by and did nothing for fear of reprimand, for fear of talking to a superior, telling them what to do, yada, yada, yada. And this is not new. This is something that we endure as black people on a day-to-day basis. We endure racism, we endure stereotyping, we endure people, we endure microaggressions in the workplace, with our friends, out on the streets. It's everywhere, it's inherent, it's built into the way that society works. Society would not be the same society if black people were treated the same as white people. Black lives matter. And when we say that, we're not saying that white lives don't matter. We're not saying that other lives don't matter. We're saying that our lives matter. Black lives matter. And that brings me on to my content for today, because black lives matter and black mental health matters. It matters. We are suffering on a collective scale. We as black people are less likely to seek or receive support. We are less likely to be listened to and taken seriously. People from black and minority groups in the UK specifically are more likely to be diagnosed with mental health problems, are more likely to experience a poor outcome from treatment. We are more likely to disengage with mainstream mental health support. So we're more likely to socially isolate ourselves and have our mental health deteriorate because of how we are treated in the system. We are 4 times more likely to be arrested, detained and restrained under the very, very, very outdated Mental Health Act. And when we are detained, we are more likely to be on a medium to high security ward. Racism extends to therapy. If you are a black person and you walk into a therapist's office, because they are a human being, not because they are a terrible person, but because they are a human being who has been brought up in a racist society that probably benefits them, especially if they are white. The person, if I walk in or a black person walks in, we are already on the bottom foot. We are already on the bottom rung of priority. The therapist already has preconceptions about us, about who we are, about our upbringing, that aren't their fault. But that's still racism. It's still stereotyping, it's still microaggression, it's still poor, unfair treatment of black people when compared to white people. We need allies who are not black to fight when we cannot, because we cannot do this by ourselves. We are tired, we are angry, we are exhausted from fighting on our own, and we need help. We need allies, we need support. And especially when it comes to mental health, we need mental health practitioners, we need psychiatrists, we need counselors who understand their own prejudices before they come and speak to us in their offices. We need people who understand racial trauma and can help us through it. So if you are a Black person and you are watching this channel and you are exhausted and you are drained, please know that A, you are not alone. Collectively, as a community, we are all exhausted. But remember that your mental health is still your number one priority and it is still your responsibility. If you are constantly watching your people murdered in front of your eyes, if you are constantly experiencing racism on a daily basis just because of the color of your skin, then your mental health will suffer. And you need to take steps in order to protect yourself. If that means that you stop fighting for a day, a week, a month, that's okay. You need to know that your mental health is your priority. I personally believe that what has happened this year and what has been started this year and triggered this year is a very good thing. I am remaining positive, even though we just had the Breonna Taylor case thrown out and we as Black people were shown that the drywall behind a Black woman shot to death is more important than the actual woman herself. Sometimes it's okay to not look at that shit. There seems to be this preconception, as well, especially within the actual Black community itself, that you need to be strong, independent, hard-headed. You need to be a fighter. You need to be a warrior. You need to go out there and get your bag, grind. Don't worry about anything else. You don't need to sleep. You don't need to eat. You don't need to do anything but grind. Get your paper. Do that. Inspire others. Be bold. And yes, we can and do need to do all of those things, but there seems to be a preconception, especially around Black women, that we don't need help. Everyone needs help. Everyone needs support. There's a reason that psychiatrists go to a psychiatrist, because everybody needs help. Everyone needs healing. Everyone has issues that they need to work through with a therapist. I am such a high advocate for therapy, because even though I'm not currently in therapy, it helped me through some really dark times. It helped me through a very suicidal period. And even though I can't do it anymore, as soon as I'm able to, I definitely will pick it up. And one thing that I will do for next time is I will probably request a Black therapist. And that is my advice. If you seek therapy, you can ask for a particular therapist, like especially if you go on BetterHelp, which is what I use. By the way, this isn't an ad, I didn't get paid by them or anything like that, they're just what I used. You can select whether or not you want male, female, Black, white, other ethnicity. So yeah, I really recommend, I'll put a link to it down below for BetterHelp. It is a bit pricey, but they do have plans for people if you do need more financial aid. And if you want to go the long route and go through NHS, then it is still worth the wait, and you may still be able to request a certain colour therapist. This month, I want you guys to raise awareness for Black History Month, but in tandem, in parallel, raise awareness of Black mental health, because it matters just as much. We suffer more collectively than any other race. And I don't care what you say, don't come for me in the comments. We suffer more than any other race on this planet, and it needs to end. And I believe that it will end. I'm being optimistic. I do have hope. I do have faith that what has been started, that the fire that has been lit this year will not go out. It is going to burn an eternal flame until we get our rights, until we get our equality, until we end this racist society. Whether that means that we have to completely deconstruct it, doesn't matter. I believe, and kings and queens out there, my Black kings and queens, better things are coming. That's my motto. Better things are coming. Better things are always coming. So yes, remain strong, but please remain healthy. Seek help. Take rest when you need it. Talk to your allies only if it's beneficial to the cause. Do not bother getting in arguments with trolls. It will drain you and you will change nothing. So just to finish off today, not only is October Black History Month, but this Friday, so October 10th, is also Mental Health Awareness Day, or Mental Health Day. So I will be releasing a video this Friday, a special one-off video outside of my usual Tuesday rollouts, I will be releasing a video on Friday where I'll be discussing some of the pioneers, some of the Black pioneers of mental health in our history. And I'm thinking about doing some other things for Black History Month as well, maybe releasing some other bonus videos this month. You know, let me know if that would be a good thing. If you want to see that, put that in the comments. I'm considering doing like spoken word videos. I'm considering doing more of those like Black history videos where we talk about pioneers in mental health, and also other Black people who've contributed to our society and our history. So I'm thinking about a few things, you know, so I'll definitely release that video on Friday. So yeah, watch this space. Thank you very much for watching, kings and queens. I hope that you are an ally. I hope that you are with us. I hope that you are one of us. I hope that you understand that Black lives do matter, and that we need all of society to come together to end racism, to raise awareness of our differences, to celebrate our differences. And I want to say thank you as well if you are an ally. Thank you for sharing, thank you for reposting, thank you for donating, thank you for checking the people around you. Just thank you, allies, and keep up the good work. And my Black brothers and sisters, my Black kings and queens, we will get through this. But just remember that you are the #1 most important person in your life, and that you need to act accordingly. If you've enjoyed what you've seen today and you're excited for my new videos, you want to see them, please go ahead and press that subscribe button, as well as the bell icon to get notifications of when I release my videos, which is every Tuesday. But if you press the bell, then you'll be able to know when I've released bonus videos, for example, for the one on Friday, and any other videos that I do this week this month in celebration of Black History Month. That's it from me. I hope you guys have an amazing mental health week, and I will see you on Friday. Bye.